Guys, and welcome back, and thank you for watching one of my Big Owls Big Weapons videos. In this video, it's an unboxing video. I've just received in the post what feels like my new Bowie knife. It's made out of damascus steel and like a bone handle, but we'll talk about the details a little bit more as I open it up. But really this is just a first impression video, and I'll do a more detailed video about the knife at that date, provided of course that this is the knife and not something else. Okay, I opened the box just with a normal carving knife, so there we go. And if you haven't got one of these knives, I really do recommend them. They're very useful for opening letters, boxes, everything. And you saw how quickly and easy I cut open that cardboard. Right, so first of all, it's like pasta parcel, loads of stuff inside of it. Okay, so I've ordered this knife from Poshland Knives, which is a UK based site. I believe there's free delivery to the US and Canada also on their site, but obviously go check it out if that's what you want. But they certainly do free delivery in the UK, and the delivery's been quick. I only ordered this knife probably about 5 days ago, something like that, so it's been really good, and the prices on there are very reasonable, very cheap for what look like good quality items, but the quality obviously I'll talk about at another time. So first thing I pulled out of the box is this lovely leather sheath, real thick, nice leather, beautiful brown colour. Looks like it's gonna, yeah, it's a very protective sheath. Now, one thing about damascus steel is I won't be storing the knife in this for extensive periods of time. The reason is such that it can promote the rusting of the blade, because that can hold moisture in it and dirt, and can cause the blade to rust that a little bit quicker than it should do. So I won't be using that much, just if I have to carry it outside for whatever reasons. But obviously if I do, I'll make sure the blade is oiled up. Right, sorry, I'm not very good at sitting on the ground, I'm not so mobile. Right, so there's a lot of, oh there we go, the box opened a little bit more now. Okay, oops. So it's a very nicely packaged blade, bubble wrap over the top, then this plastic sheathing. At least the blade's in here, but say if that's all that came through, I'd be a bit pissed off. Right, it's got a plastic thing over the top of the point of the blade, that's to protect the blade, but also to stop it going through the box and protect the box and the, the postman. And already I can tell you that this blade has been oiled a lot, which is fantastic. That means that it won't rust for a long time. There's very little work I'll have to do with it in the meantime. But in that, it feels very slimy, and you can see it. I can almost feel the oil coming through the packaging already. So at least it's been properly prepared and cared for. So sheath off, postage sheath off. Right, there's a hole at the top here, but the problem is the point is upwards. So I've got to be careful here, because I imagine that this is razor sharp. It is supposed to come sharp. So bear with me, I'm just going to slide it out this way. Oh, look at that. Now that is what you call a blade. Oh, there we go. Right, it's very slimy, so I've got to be careful how I handle the camera after this. I do apologise for the poor lighting in here at the moment, guys. It is winter in England, so it is very dark, but what I'll do is I'll stop the video, I'll pause it, and I'll show you in better lighting outside. But for initial impressions, that's the blade, that's the silhouette of the blade. So bear with me for 1 minute, guys, whilst I reset up the camera. But that is a lovely grip as well. Look at the grip. To put your index finger there, or the first two fingers, whichever one you want really, depending where you want it. But the first two fingers for me work brilliantly, and I can then fit them in the gap perfectly there. Oh, that feels like a really nice blade to use. I'm going to be using it, believe it or not, to feed my dog. My dog, I'm moving him on to raws very soon, so this I wanted to be able to cut through heart, liver, lungs, things like that, so all the offal that her need. So I wanted a good reliable knife to be able to do that. Oh, and that's beautiful. I mean, you can't really quite see it in this lighting, but I will show you in a minute. That bottom of that hilt is damascus steel also. Bear with me a second, but the pattern wheeled the pattern on the steel from the pattern wielding. It's Damascus steel, pattern welded steel. That is one gorgeous blade. So I'm just going to pause the video, guys. Alright guys, so it's actually not too bad out here, it's quite sunny. I'm hoping you can see there the beautiful blade that it is. I can't see it on the camera because it's so bright, I can't see my camera, so you guys will have to tell me what you see, or I'll see it in editing anyway. But what a beautiful blade, and you can see the bottom of the handle has Damascus steel on it, and of course the guard. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing, I can't see anything. The guard as well, on both parts of the guard. Okay, that part and this part is Damascus steel as well, pattern welded steel. But you can see how lovely that is. It is so slimy from all the oil that's been put on it. At least I know it won't rust anytime soon, but I'll have to deal with that, especially on the handle. I don't want to be wielding a blade that is hard, you know, dangerous to hold on to. But that is a beautiful knife. So first impressions, very, very happy. The weight is very well distributed. You know, I can move it around very easily, and it will do the job for feeding my dog. Guys, so just to show as well the sharpness, it's not like razor sharp, the blade, but it will cut through paper with some degree of ease once it gets to, you know, as you can see, it is cutting in. It's not cutting in the same way like a long sword would, but that's been properly sharpened for like battlefield effectiveness. But as you can see, it is cutting. I mean, yeah, it is cutting paper very easily. So it is sharp. You can definitely cut your fingers with this, and it will definitely cut for the meat that I want. It's not super sharp, but I can always improve upon that. It's just I don't want to touch such a beautiful blade at this point in time. So my only initial impressions is it could be just that teeny weeny little bit sharper, but it is sharp enough. I mean, I don't know, the point, oh yeah, look, that point goes through. Wow, look at that. That's what the point did. So it'll be good for slightly blunted sharp point, but it's definitely, yeah. That's more of a stabbing sort of weapon. So when I cut the meat, I'll have to go into the meat and then slice down. I think that's the best way to use this blade. So I'm learning how to use it. But thanks for tuning in, guys. And that was just a quick update. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like in its sheath as well. So I don't really want to store it in its sheath for too long. But you put it in like that, and then you get the leather strap and put it over the hilt, the guard. Actually, sorry, it needs to go in this way. There you go. I'm learning. So the knife actually has to go in a very specific, one specific orientation. But there we go. Very, very nice, and would, you know, hang off your belt quite nicely indeed. So there we go. Lovely, thank you guys. I'll see you soon with a proper review at a later date, or maybe I'll film it in action when I'm cutting up the meat in a couple of weeks' time, because at the moment it's just transitioning my dog onto raw food from normal dog, from puppy food and stuff. So lovely guys, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.